Hi, Hogs. I'm doing an offensive video, kind of prepping us for Simley this week um, with our game plan. So today or this week, we're putting in lead. This is going to help us kind of out of our spread sets or empty sets when the defense is spread out. So Simley is going to run a 3-3 stack. We'll talk about that later. But if we're in an empty set, if the A-back is spread out and it's just the quarterback in the backfield, this is what their box is going to look like. They're going to have 3 down linemen, 2 inside backers, a lot like our defense looks. These ends might be a 4 technique. They might be a 5 technique. But the worst case scenario is that there are 4. So I'm going to pretend as if they are 4 techniques. So our rule here is that the play side tackle, you're manned on the end. You're going to take a step with your inside foot and try to wheel him out away from the B gap, because that's where we're trying to run the ball. We're trying to run it right downhill. So you're trying to wheel this guy out, influence him outside. If this guy slants in, then you just got to wash him down, and then we're going to bump the play outside of you. But the biggest thing is that you step with your inside foot first, get your head on the inside number, and try to drive him off the ball and influence him to the outside. Try to scoot your butt in between him and the hole. Play side guard is just like trap, power, counter, your rules. Okay. It should be your gap. It'll be gap on back FBI. And in this case, if he's a head up nose, you got to push block to the backside linebacker. Center, same thing with you, gap on FBI. You have a guy on top of you here, so that's going to be a chip block, keeping your play side arm free. With the push call, you should be trying to throw that guy into your gap. Backside guard, you're skip pulling just like on power. Going to skip pull up for the play side backer. Okay, that's a big key block. We can't whiff. Make sure you stay tight to this wall here. Hopefully you guys practice where if this end, play side end, slants inside, that you bump outside it. Hopefully our tackle can wash him down and not give up any penetration into the backfield so you can get to that linebacker. Ideally, we keep it inside here, but if that end slants inside, like I said, you're going to bumper outside it and go block the linebacker. Backside tackle, you're just wheeling and sealing. So that's lead and what it should look like. Now, if for whatever reason we try to run it with an H in there, the H will just block out. That's all the H would do. So I won't even bother showing that to you. We'll just go ahead to Simley here. We'll watch Simley and how they played us last year. Okay, so like I said, they run a 3-3 stack. Sometimes these ends, what they did, the end on the H-back side, he reduced down to a 3 technique because they have this outside linebacker on. The stack backer here, stack backer over the nose, stack backer over the other end. He also looks like he's kind of in a 3 technique. They do bounce around between a 3, a 4, and a 5. They do go from a 4 and slant inside a lot. They do slant outside. Same thing, the backers, they just play games with the linemen that they're stacked over. Most likely, though, if they're lined up in this 3 technique, they're responsible for the B gap. So here, this is just dive. Sure enough, I say that, and this guy slants outside. I think he slants outside because he thinks it's jet. As you can see, the nose slants backside, so we got to be ready for slanting defenses here. As you can see, this guy also slants out. We just got to make sure we stick to our gap and get to our rules. Okay, but on dive, we're just working the stack. Okay, these 2 guys are working these 2 guys. These 2 guys are working the stack of these 2 guys. Okay, And here, if you got a guy in your gap, you're going to block him. If he leaves, then you're just going to work up to that stack backer. Okay. They do a pretty nice job here. Okay, same thing. You get a better look. You see that there are 3 techniques here. And you got wide 7s. So they might do that. But as you can see again, this guy slants outside. This guy actually slants in. Look at this. This is it. I don't know why this guy's out here. He should be right here on top of our tackle. But as you can see, we still get a stacked look here. Trying to think of anything else we can show here. Show a trap. We'll try to trap the 4 technique or 3 technique, whatever he lines up as. Remember on trap, we trap up. We work the stack backer. And if we run power or counter, we work down. So here against this, we should be up. Okay, push block, working the stack backer here. Okay, pull, kick out. And we're leaving that backside backer. Okay, if we're running counter or trap, we're running counter to this side here. I'll just say we're running counter the other side. Okay, we're going to be down. We're going to be down. We're going to keep this a true double team here. Okay, pull, kick out. And H is going to lead up and through for this guy. Okay, that's what we're working on there. And obviously wheel and seal. Okay, hopefully that gives you kind of an idea of how they're going to line up. If you have any questions, let me know. I can obviously make more videos if we need to. Let me know if you have any questions.